Fam on three. 1, 2, 3.
Hey guys, this is Jim Leuenberger and Pete Nelson here with Black Flag Athletics. Welcome back to our Black Flag YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about proper technique and movement efficiency with the SkiErg made by Concept 2. Look how beautiful it is, okay? So what we're going to talk about is a couple points of performance, okay? This is a great tool that we use regularly in our programming. It's great not only for cardiovascular enhancement, but also increasing our muscular endurance too in similar movements, as in pull-ups, because we're activating our lats, and also any closing of our hips, maybe a sit-up or a GHD sit-up. So it definitely has some great transfer here in other movements that we would see in the gym, okay? But talking about our points of performance here, okay? Pete is standing, for instance, Pete is about over 6 feet tall here, okay? So he's a little bit of a taller athlete. He's standing right at the edge of the base of the base plate. Okay, if he reaches his arm out, okay, he's barely touching the arms here of the SkiErg. He wants to be about an inch or two away so that when he goes and grabs the handles and he's going through the pulling motion or the stroke motion of this SkiErg movement, he's not too concerned about his face coming anywhere near the monitor. That might throw an athlete off, okay? So this is a good starting position for Pete. So what he's going to do is he's really going to think about bracing his core, okay? Keeping his rib cage down, bracing his core. He's going to initiate the movement by sending his hips back, and he's going to go into a quarter squat. This quarter squat that he does initiates with his body weight, using it to his benefit with this bent arm position. So he'll do a quarter squat, and then through that, he'll pull, and he'll do a violent extension of his tricep or locking out his elbow. Good. Go ahead and rest. Okay? So that was a good 3-4 strokes to give you a great idea of good technique for the SkiErg. What I want to do now is I want to show some other things that we might do with SkiErg technique that we might see around in the gym, our athletes doing. That would be no-nos, okay? So if he goes up and reaches the handle, a lot of times people think of the SkiErg as being upper body dominant, but we want to think about this particular machine and movement as being whole body, okay? So a bad movement pattern would be only hinging at the hip with a locked out leg, okay? So we're keeping all the stress here, low back, and arms, okay? So we can't really get a lot of power. We're not initiating as much power as we can generate by using our body weight to our advantage. The other mistake that we would see is the torso staying vertical and turning it into a full squat, okay? So do a couple reps like that. So notice how his torso is vertical and he's just dropping his hips straight down. Go ahead and rest. Now you might be able to generate some power doing that, okay, but after you get 30, 40 strokes in, that's when we start seeing trouble, our quads start getting tired, okay? So we want to incorporate the whole body by doing it in the correct position, okay? Torso stays at a 45-degree angle so we can stay over the handles. We're initiating with the hips come down, quarter squat, pull on the arms, and then a violent extension of the tricep. One other thing that I would also like to add to, we hear a lot about a butterfly technique in our recovery, okay, when we come up. Now, before we demonstrate it, the butterfly technique comes up and around and then up, and then we're pulling down, okay? That might be considered a good technique if we're thinking about a sprint, but overall, going for distance, it's not very consistent, okay? Every time we're coming up and around, we're trying to pull from maybe a different point and trace it through a different line of motion, okay? So by keeping his arms in the same position, we get a nice linear pull with both arms straight down and then coming back up in the same direction, okay? We can keep every pull nice and consistent and get the most power out of each one, all right?
Awesome, guys. That was Jim. Did a great job. My name's Pete Nelson. Be sure to like, comment, and share.